Hello everyone, it is Mike here and welcome to another tournament. We got a great one here for you tonight. Final four, should be the final of the final of the final four. It's going to be Brandon M versus Devin. Devin is our current champion of the tournament, and tonight he's going to have to go up against, basically it's a horror account. It's about 13 out of 15 are horror movies, but or characters. It could be games or movies. And Devin's got a couple as well, but you know Devin's has the team that's undefeated. So we'll see if he can get to the final four. And I don't know who's taking so long. By the way, a fire alarm's going off right now because of all the fire and all the smoke. What is this? What is this? Like, what are we doing here? And, what in the world is going on? I mean, call the fire department. What is this? Oh, it's Quan Chi, of course. Of course it's Quan Chi. He has to make this ridiculous entrance with green mist and fire, and it's a wonder if half the audience hasn't caught fire yet. This is this is insanity. Okay, but anyway. Okay, now they've cooled it off. Well, maybe not. I mean, it's a wonder we don't have a fire at the Rumble over that entrance. But anyway, it's 15 versus 15. As they're eliminated, I will tell you what team they are from. And it is Brandon versus Devin. Devin is our current champion. So he has won, I would say, I think 5 in a row. So he's won 5 in a row. You have to win, I think, about 4 to get a win in the tournament. You got to win 4 in a row. And then he won the first round as well. And Darkwing Duck is number 3. Darkwing is number 3. When there's trouble, you call DW. Darkwing Duck, let's get dangerous. So, yeah. So, off to a great start here. And I basically have memorized Devin's team. There's only like 2 or 3 horror on his team. And then I've basically, this one's going to be easier, hopefully, to keep track of. And number 4 is Samus from Metroid. Technically, that's a woman underneath the suit, but she can come in as a robot and participate in the Male Rumble, I guess. I don't know. But I love how they do the gun on the face scan. I mean, not the face scan, but I love how they do the gun. I think they use like a sock and make it look like that gun. I don't know exactly what they use, but that's always cool. And number 5 is Andrada, or Andrada, whatever. I'm sorry. I mispronounce names all the time here. But good to see him again. And he came back to WWE, but at the time, he wasn't on this game. And Slender eliminates Darkwing Duck. So that's going to be a loss for Devin. So first loss for Devin there, and number 6 is Joel Miller, and Slender just got another, Slender got an elimination there, and yeah, it's Quan Chi, so much for the fireworks at the entrance, and that's going to be a loss for Brandon. It's a wonder that the Brandon's team doesn't get fined for from the fire department after Quan Chi's entrance. And number 7 is Tokyo Ghoul. So I've told you the story about Tokyo Ghoul and me not, me never watching it. I've tried so many times. It's a good show. I like it. and I never finish it, and that one's going to be a loss for Devin. Another big loss there. And I thought about, picking up Metroid sometime, but I don't have any Nintendo. I have a Wii, so maybe I can play one of the older games, but I think the older games are harder to find now. And the Tokyo Ghoul loss is going to be for Brandon. We got Joel Miller here from Last of Us. And we also have Mr. X in the house, one of my favorites, which Brandon has both Mr. X and Nemesis on the same team, which is crazy. And Steen is number 8. And Slender in trouble here. And he rolls back in. Slender's going to be tough. He can be oh my goodness, just kicking everyone. Look at him. Look at him go. And Mr. X has had enough. And his move got interrupted. So we're getting closer to the end on this. Depending on how we finish, I could have another tournament. Last time when we were on 2K23 and then 24 came out, I basically released everything 23 because 24 coming out. I'm not going to do that this time. I'm not going to do that because I like having videos to use for the future, like when I'm busy or something's going on in my life. I usually like having about 10 videos I can upload anytime on private. That's what I go for. The more the better. But I at least like to have the bare minimum I like to have is 7, and and there's no highest. The more the merrier. So we got Anti-Venom here. So yeah, this time around, I think I'm going to keep some 24 videos. I might not release them as soon as 25 comes out, but in like a month or two, once 25 kind of, every time one of the games releases, everyone goes nuts. And then, like, within the first couple months, it slows down. So once it slows down, I'll release the remaining videos, and that'll include 19 and 24. Because we still do stuff with 19, we might do some stuff with 14 again. I just bought an Xbox 360 controller, so now I can play my 360. And I'm telling you, 360, I feel old. I feel old. I got the white 360 and the slim. So the white one I had factory repaired, and it works now. Because I sent it back when it got the red rings of death. That was a long time ago. That was when Fallout 3 came out. That's how long ago that was. So these games are just feeling old, and I'll tell you what. I know I'm going off the tournament a little bit here, but I don't enjoy video games as much. I don't know how you all feel, but there's only a few games that I really look forward to anymore. It used to be every year I was looking forward to the Call of Duty and the Assassin's Creed. Now I don't look forward to those games anymore. And 2K, this one's not a terrible game, but I'm telling you, episode 21 of FLH that I was working on, I about threw my Xbox out the window. I was getting so mad at 2K with the AI and what it was doing. Having a tag partner that looks at his partner getting pinned without trying to break it up, or going the other way around, or having a 5-minute match. It's just, oh my goodness. It's always been issues, but I've never had so many since probably 20. And Gordon Ramsay has been eliminated, so that's going to be a loss for Brandon. Him and Quan Chi are the only two on his team that are not horror. So that's going to be a loss for Brandon. I don't think we've had a lot eliminated. A lot of people have been staying in. Slender got here at number 1, and I'm expecting him to do good because he is one of Devin's best by far. Devin's got a couple good light heavyweights also you got to watch out for. I think Devin's team as a whole just works well. But he's got good competition here. Brandon has Mr. X and Nemesis on the same team, and he's got a couple other guys that can cause some problems also. And number 14 is Blade. Blade is here. And Joel Miller has been eliminated. And Anti-Venom, what a big boot by Anti-Venom. So that's going to be a loss for both teams. Both teams get one loss there. So loss for both teams. Joel Miller and Nathan Explosion are going back to the locker room. And I'm actually having one of these days where you're going to notice it's going to be a little bit louder, a little bit more exciting around here. Because I'm having one of those days where I can, do this outside the place I live. Which I try to keep it down when I'm in an apartment. But when I'm in a house where nobody's present, that's why I have a lot more fun. And Slender is done. So that's going to be a big loss for Devin. So a big loss for Devin there. And it's crazy. Like, when I'm at the apartment, I got to worry about not being loud enough on my videos. But when I'm at, like, my aunt's or any place that, like a house with nobody around, I have to worry about not being quiet enough. When it comes to the editing part, that's what I have to worry about then. So either way, I mean, there's ways to adjust the volume on both sides, either the game volume or the voice volume. I'm not consistent with my volume, and I just got my ears cleaned, so I feel like I'm not as loud as I was because I can hear better. And Hobgoblin has been eliminated. And that is going to be a loss for Devin. Hobgoblin's a really good one for Devin. He's really pulled through a couple times for Devin. And that is a big loss. But look, we got Nemesis and Mr. X in the same ring, which is crazy. So yeah, I do have a lot more fun when I'm at a house. And I've always thought about getting a house. Because if I get a house, I'm going to become unstoppable. Nothing's going to hold me back. So, Blade has been eliminated, and that's going to be a loss for Devin. And Anti-Venom had that very high-flying elimination there, which is weird because, he's a super heavyweight. But Blade's a loss for Devin. And we got Daryl Dixon in the house. Daryl Dixon. Yeah, I bring my mini PC sometimes when I go to other people's houses. And I do videos on that. So. Because I can't do them on my Chromebook. And look at Daryl Dixon. Oh, what a great attempt. He just could not get there in time. And we have Twisty the Clown here. We got John Moxley fighting Andrada. I've called that man 100 different names. I know. I've called him 100 different names at this point. I really need to do my research. If he comes in my house and smacks me, I will not press charges. I will not press charges because I have butchered that man's name. I've called him every way you can try to pronounce that name, and he has been eliminated. So that is a loss for Devin. And Devin's lost a few coming into this. He still has a lot more people left, but he has lost a couple really good ones. He's got Anti-Venom who could really pull through here. Even though he got in this early, I mean, we've seen him do some pretty crazy things. So I'm not a big fan of the Anti-Venom. I think it's kind of, I think there's too many Venoms already to keep up with. Well, or types of Venoms and stuff, but whatever. I mean, he's easy to download. He's easy to find because when I download these people, I usually go through the Marvel characters. And I download them through there, and I think Shorty's been eliminated, and that's going to be a loss for Brandon. Yeah, Shorty is done. We got Richard Braintree in the house. Richard Braintree. Oh, my goodness. From Silent Hill. He had a good victory one time in a Rumble. I remember him winning. And I was like, who the heck is this? I still don't know who he is. I haven't played Silent Hill ever, which is embarrassing. And, I'm not saying I'm a Resident Evil guy, but I played all of them. I just feel like Resident Evil has probably more games and easier to access these games. Silent Hill came out a lot back in the day, but I know they had that game Homecoming that was on 360. And 21 is the Regenerator. Oh, goodness gracious. Someone get me a sniper. Someone get me a sniper right now. Because I hate that it's not the Degenerator, it's the Degenerate. That's what he is. I cannot stand that slimy, disgusting thing. Someone grab me a sniper and make sure it has one of those X-ray scopes so I can see where to hit. Because if you don't know about the Regenerator, well, there's only one way you can really kill it. I mean, if you let's say you shoot it in the head, it could still live. You have to shoot it in the exact spot. And you basically have to have an X-ray to see that spot. X-ray on your sniper or any gun, basically. And usually I thought it was the sniper, but I could be wrong. I may have not gotten certain guns, but yeah, oh my goodness. There's a certain scene in Resident Evil 4 almost broke me. I got so mad. It's when you're trying to save Ashley and one of those slimy, disgusting things is trying to follow you. So I cannot stand those things. And Twisty in trouble here. And Anti-Venom has been eliminated. So it's going to be a loss for Devin. Big loss for Devin there. And we'll see if Twisty can get Mr. X. Nope. Right now, Brandon is beating the champion, according to my, what I have. Oh, but that was big. Jon Moxley, one punch, eliminated Nemesis. Unrealistic, for sure. But one punch did it. And that's going to be a big loss for Brandon. Big loss for Brandon there. And, you know, that just goes to show it really doesn't matter if you're a super heavyweight. It doesn't at this point. When Jon Moxley can punch Nemesis out with one punch, you know, I don't know how much it matters anymore. Obviously, the lifting part, like what Mr. X is doing to Twisty, that still has a purpose. But everything else seems to, you know, not matter. And Mr. X is trying to get rid of Twisty. And number 22 is Nightmare Freddy. At 22 from FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. Which I need to play. I've never actually played Five Nights at Freddy's. Never. Not once. I've never played the game. Which is crazy because it's a very popular game, and the Regenerator, come on, Mr. Axe, get rid of it. I hate that slimy thing. That disgusting little thing. It drives me nuts. And 23 is Sam. So Sam is 23. And Twisty's been eliminated. And Twisty's a loss for Brandon. So it's really close. I think Devin's lost one more than Brandon, but it's really close. And Brandon M, you know, he has a really good team. He has a really good team here. We'll see if Devin can survive this team, as Devin is, you know, has won 5 in a row. And oh man, Daryl Dixon getting thrown around here. And look at Mr. X is just a beast. Look at that. Oh my goodness. He's getting revenge for his RE brother who fell to Jon Moxley. I mean, how in the world did that happen? And come on, Richard. Get rid of them. Get rid of him. Oh my goodness, Richard Braintree. What is wrong with you? Come on, Richard. Do it. Oh my goodness, Richard. You're letting me down, Richard. 24 is the engineer from Prometheus. So, another key piece in Devin's arsenal. And like I said about Devin's team, there's a couple guys that are really strong, like Nightmare Freddy and Slender, but it's like his team overall. It's like watching like the Patriots or the Chiefs. If one person doesn't do the job, somebody else is going to come through and win the game. That's what his team is like. So they're a very interesting team, very unique team. I still think the greatest team of all time was, I think, the team DJ had in 22. The one with the, you know, RoboCop, The Witcher, Wolverine. I still think that's one of the best teams. And Daryl's been eliminated, so that's another loss for Devin. And, oh, Nightmare Freddy eliminates the engineer. So another loss for Devin. So according to this list, Devin should have 5 people left. Now, I could be wrong. I could have missed one. That's a possibility. But he should have 5 people left. So Brandon is currently winning. However, Brandon's got a lot of people in here. And John Moxley is done. Richard Braintree got him. And then I think Richard went over the ropes, didn't he? I couldn't see. There was so much traffic going on. So that's a loss for both teams. Both teams are going to lose one there. So Devin's down to 4. He's CM Punk at 25. Now out of the 4, only 2 are in for Devin, according to what I see here. And Sam, oh my, that just goes to show that super heavyweight doesn't matter anymore as much as it used to. And that is going to be a loss for Devin. Trying to see who all is left on Team Devin. Yeah, he should have 3. Unless I missed that one guy. I thought he was in, but we'll see once we get to 30. I'm not going to say it yet. And Wolfman is here. The old classic Universal Monster Wolfman. Probably one of my favorites. I like the Del Toro one. It's a good movie, but and I like I probably Werewolf in London is the best. American Werewolf in London, I think it's called. I think that one's probably the best werewolf movie. But Wolfman, the classic, it's up there as second. And number 27 is Leon. Or as Ashley would say, Leon! Leon! Come help me, Leon, because I'm annoying, Leon! That's what Ashley would say. Can't stand her. What a spoiled brat. If I was Leon, I would turn the car around and not deal with all these villagers and all these things I had to deal with. Salazar, and look at what the Regenerator did. And you know why he got eliminated? Probably because he was trying to save Ashley. That's why. So that's going to be a loss for Brandon. The Regenerator gets revenge. And we got Morpheus at 28. Make sure you go back to the locker room. Leon! Come save me, Leon! So annoying. I can't stand, and she's worse in the original game. The remake's not as bad. So, yeah. But that's going to be a loss for Brandon. And he's got a lot of Resident Evil characters, and he just lost another one there. Morpheus, taking people out. And number 29 is the Pale Man. So Brandon lost 2 right there. And I could be missing some. We'll see. I'm going to see, because I think I might have missed one earlier. Yeah, I did. I missed Sting. Yeah, Devin lost Sting earlier. And Pennywise is number 30. So number 30 is... What in the world? Where's his hair? Oh my goodness, 2K. I'm going to strangle 2K. Oh my goodness. Come on. What in the world? Are you kidding me? 2K, what is wrong with you? Quit. I'll tell you what's wrong. I'm going to go on a rant, and I can't because I'm not in the apartment. I'm going to go on a rant, okay? Why in the world don't make DLCs where you can use doors and apples as weapons and a football? I can throw a football at someone's head, but you cannot fix the mechanics on this game, and you cannot fix the botched face scans. What's up with that? But let's put an apple in the game. Let's put a megaphone in the game. But we can't fix these issues? Now I got a bald Pennywise looking like a dork. Oh my goodness. Come on, 2K. You know, I almost posted it, but I didn't. I was going to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving because I'm doing this on Black Friday, actually. This is the day I'm doing this video. I was going to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving except for everyone that worked on 2K. Except for them. Because I am so sick and tired of this stuff. And people always wonder, do you get these games for free? Do they send you games? No. So I don't care what I say. I don't care what I say. I can say whatever I want. Because they're not going to send me a free game anyway. I'm so sick and tired of this, man. And Sam has been eliminated. And Pennywise looks like an embarrassment. But it's still going to count. We're going to still count him. But what an absolute embarrassment. And Devin still has 2 left. And Brandon has the rest. So Devin has Morpheus and CM Punk. Who also, his hair is gone, but it doesn't look as bad. That is atrocious, that Pennywise. And I know the guy that made it did a great job. They messed it up. Because we never had this issue before. Until we got all these DLCs. Let's add Post Malone on the game. Woo! And AJ Hawk. Let's add him on the game. Woo! But let's don't fix the game. Let's just add these people that aren't even wrestlers on the game. I'm getting a little too worked up. I need to calm down before I have a heart attack. And the Regenerator's been eliminated. Thank goodness. Something good came out of it. Out of that rant. He probably got tired of hearing me. So now it's a 2v2. We got Pillman and Pennywise as, representing Team Brandon. And we have Wolfman and Pennywise. No, wait. Oh, no. Pennywise has been eliminated. I don't even know if that's him, to be honest. So all Devin has left is Morpheus. However, do not underestimate Morpheus. He's really good. He is a low overall compared to some of the other team members, but the minute you turn your back on him is the minute he can win. So you got Pillman, you got the Wolfman, you got Morpheus. Brandon has 2, and Devin has 1. So it's not too bad. I thought it was pretty even throughout. Brandon probably had a better drawing of the numbers, but we'll see how it plays out here. It's not terrible. And Morpheus, going after the Pillman here. Like I said, do not underestimate him. And if Wolfman comes in here, it's going to even be worse. And they are, oh my goodness, that double team. The Pillman's struggling. He has no muscle. He just eats all day. And, I read something online about the Pillman and what he represents. Blew me away. If you ever get any chance to look up anything, look up what the Pillman represents. It's like, oh, what a counter there by the Wolfman. And we got a quick cutscene. So it's a 1v1. And Brandon's got Wolfman. Devin's got Morpheus. May the best man win here. And is the champ in trouble? I mean, we'll see. So Steen must have been eliminated earlier. I'll always go back and look at that. I miss them. I forget who's in here. I say their name and then I just forget they're there. So we'll go back and look at that. But according to what I have, the count should be right. I just missed Steen or something. So it is 1 versus 1 here. The finale. Who is going to take it? Who is going to the Final Four? Will Devin continue his streak? Or will Brandon dethrone it? Who is going to take it? And Morpheus, you cannot stare at these people. Morpheus needs to do his job. And Morpheus is 1-1 for Team Devin. So you cannot underestimate some of these characters. And, you know, it's light heavyweight versus light heavyweight here, but. Oh, and a spear by the Wolfman. That's devastating. It's a devastating hit by the Wolfman. And he's dragging Morpheus to the ropes. And Devin's team has been eliminated. So the streak is over. We're going to have a new champion going into the tournament. And Brandon M continues to thrive in this tournament. And Wolfman, you're not going to WrestleMania. Do not point at the sign. You're not going. Give it up. Give it up. Even if it's a full moon, you're definitely not going on a full moon. You're definitely not going. But congratulations to Brandon. Big win for his team tonight. Devin, what a streak. 5 in a row. But all champions have their days. And today was not Devin's day. It was Brandon's day. So Brandon will advance to the Final Four. I hope you all enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with this one. And I will see you all later. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and show me some support.